We go through this every year. You know perfectly well what holiday it is.
Okay. Happy Halloween, everybody. Whoopee.
Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. Today I want to talk about a movie that just came out, Totally Killer. This is an Amazon original movie that stars Kiernan Shipka, who I just love. She was in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and I just really loved that show. She was a main draw for me to watch this movie as quickly as I did. I love the premise of this movie. If you don't already know, it is when the infamous Sweet 16 killer returns 35 years after his first murder spree to claim another victim. 17-year-old Jamie accidentally travels back in time to 1987, determined to stop the killer before he can start. Directed by Nanechika Khan, written by David Madelon, Sasha Pearl Raver, and Jen D'Angelo, starring Kiernan Shipka, Olivia Holt, Charlie Gillespie. Why are there? Julie Brown and Julie Bowen. Sorry, not Julie Brown. Julie Bowen, and it's really fun. Lockton Monroe, he would be recognizable. So yeah, it's a horror comedy. It's really pretty easy to follow premise. Like, it's time travel, it's timey-wimey, it's horror comedy. So think like Freaky or Happy Death Day kind of a scenario where we've got kind of like a slasher film with comedy, but then also the twistiness of this being time travel, whereas in Happy Death Day it was like Groundhog's Day, and Freaky was the Freaky Friday switcheroo. So this is kind of in that vein. And for me, the comedy hit really good. I love the dry humor. I love dark humor. The characters are recognizable. They did a really great job, in my opinion, of casting younger versions of the adults that we first meet in the first, 15 minutes of the movie, the parents and whatnot. When Kiernan's character Jamie goes back to 1987, she's the same age as her parents at that point, so it's really neat. I do like that kind of stuff. It is Back to Future-ish, and it's even brought up in the movie because Back to Future had just come out then as well, so there's references galore. There's references to other time travel movies that haven't come out yet, and it's just funny. They do that in an attempt to kind of explain how time travel works in this movie. So, like, if you're making a movie about time travel, you can basically make it the rules because, as far as we know, right, there's not actually time travel, so nobody can technically be wrong. But, you have to suspend what you're willing to believe and not believe, how they create a time machine. How does a high school girl get involved with a science fair project that has to do with time travel? But it all works for me. It all works. The characters are definitely interesting. The 1987 version of the parents and everybody, they're all kind of dicks and mean, and they're called the Mollies. The mom of Jamie Hughes's, the character Jamie who goes back in time, her mom and friends are called the Mollies, and they're Molly Ringwald fans, which is just kind of funny. So, like, for somebody like myself, I'm 52. I was in high school in 1987. I graduated in 1989. So I literally, like, this is like my high school. This is my junior year right here. So they're literally taking a present day movie and going right back into my high school days. So, like, I related to a ton of stuff, and the humor was really good. The killer is got a weird look to it. You kind of like it or you don't, with that kind of weird mask. there's timey-wimey stuff that goes on with him as well. So like this thing with comedy in a slasher type movie, it's weird. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. For me, this time it did work because when they gave that serial killer, the Sweet 16 killer, his moments, he was violent, and this is an R-rated, so they didn't hold back on like some of the gore, some of the blood, some of the violence. So that was cool. I do appreciate that. And but then on the total other spectrum, you have people like Randall Park, who's like probably best known for being in the Marvel Ant-Man movies and WandaVision and stuff. And he plays kind of like that straight comedy guy. Kind of does that in this as well. They're also self-aware of the time travel tropiness, and there's some of the things that are said in the movie regarding that. But I think it moves along at a good pace. You don't really have a lot of downtime where you are like not entertained, but there's definite downtime for serial killer action. So you get a lot of high school drama type story. You get a lot of how am I going to get back to my timeline kind of story. It's a lot of the high school drama stuff and how the time travel, the butterfly effect, and how you change your future by being in your past and stuff. But it's completely a fun movie. I definitely am glad I watched it. Again, it's R-rated, so they didn't skimp on it. So it's not like PG-13. There's a lot of drug, alcohol, profanity, no nudity, but that's kind of a rare commodity nowadays with like major run productions. It has a 7.1 star rating on IMDb already. So if you have Amazon or you want to go rent it or whatever, we have Amazon, so I just turned it on, watched it right here at home. But I really totally love this movie, totally, and it's a totally good time. And I totally would love to hear your thoughts about this movie in the comments down below. So totally leave me some comments. Have a great day. Enjoy the Halloween shenanigans for the rest of the month. And now it's dark.